Hi, this is Sean Hyman from MyWealth.com, and I just want to talk to you today about 4 big factors that I believe that are fueling and moving the pound dollar, and it's going to take it to higher heights. So let's go ahead and get started.
Be sure to check out the written blog at www.mywealth.com/blog. I want to talk to you today about 4 reasons why the British pound is set to soar again. Number 1, the UK has had a huge improvement in their unemployment claims. These improved recently, the previous month, meaning a positive revision from 30.8K, and then this time the numbers came in at 23.8K versus 41.4K. And so an improvement the previous time, an improvement this time, especially over expectations. That means unemployment is growing lower in their claims. So let's see what this looks like visually on this slide. And you can see that unemployment claims have continued to fall ever since the huge spike up in March of 2009. An enormous spike then, but then it's fallen precipitously ever since. And so for the last literally 4 months in a row, there's been a nice steady decline in unemployment claims, and that's bullish for their economy, certainly bullish for their currency as it improves sentiment. Number 2, the U.S. dollar index continues to fall. You'll notice that this had been in an uptrend, and you could arguably say it was still in its uptrend up till about May, but it peaked and made its highest point in March, and so ever since March the dollar's been slumping broadly against a whole basket of currencies, of which the pound is a part of the dollar index. And in the past month and a half, in the yellow area, you can see where it's just kind of triangulated and traded sideways, but in the last day or two has recently decisively broken down once again in line with its downtrend. So we had a sideways consolidation within the larger downtrend, but now we're back hitting that downtrend pretty hard again on the dollar index. So once again, the dollar is falling, and this is going to help the British pound. Number 3, UK inflation versus US deflation. This is a recent chart, but UK inflation numbers just came out again. And so, source I get it from hasn't updated. It was 2.2% inflation. It has notched down to 1.8% inflation, but keep in mind this is a positive number. So, a plus 1.8% year-over-year inflation versus, look at the U.S. in red, a negative 1.3% inflation, or you could say deflation, because a positive number would be inflationary, a negative number deflationary. So, which would you rather have? Inflation in a currency, in a country's economy, or deflation? And let me tell you why you want the inflation picture. Inflation's end result is this. Inflation causes central banks to have to raise interest rates to tame inflation over time. Higher interest rates spur higher yields to be earned on the currency, which causes money inflows, net inflows, into the currency as it's bought up, thus increasing the pound's price relative to the dollar. So you can imagine what deflation does if this is what inflation does. So it's definitely why you want that. Number 4, the pound prospers when risk seekers buy up stocks. When people are fleeing risky assets, they're fleeing stocks, they're also fleeing the pound. And you can, as you can see from this chart, that when things bottomed in February and March, that literally when stocks have been bought up, so has the pound. The pound is there in the black line chart, and the candle chart, the red and black candle chart's the S&P 500. And matter of fact, you'll see that even the pound, arguably bottomed before the S&P did, and has even led the way. But the point is when huge investors, huge hedge funds, pension funds, that sort of thing, get to where they are willing to take upon more risk than conservative assets, CDs, bonds, that sort of thing, for bigger returns. They go into stocks, but at the same time they'll go into riskier, more aggressive currencies, or at least ones that are perceived and viewed that way, which the pound is the embodiment of that. So again, tight correlation, as you can see, and this is a 3-year chart going back. So this wasn't a 1 month or a 1 year phenomenon. This is something that holds pretty true for quite some time, and it's due to the risk element, risk seeking or risk aversion that prevails in the market. Therefore, the pound dollar will continue to prosper as these factors can continue to affect the pair, because these are not aspects that are going to just fade away tomorrow. They're not fleeting, and therefore I believe that you will continue to see the uptrend in the pound dollar continue. This consolidation break higher as the dollar index breaks lower, and it probably won't be too long before we'll see 175 plus on the pound dollar. So, how can you get started? Well, you can click on any of these highlighted links here as you're viewing this video, or you can scroll down to the bottom of the written blog and you'll see the same section there, and you can get a hold of free demo accounts to demo trade this market with free real-time charts, free real-time quotes, and that's pretty unique to this market. You can get started with a live currency forex account and place a trade if your analysis happens to agree with mine on the British pound against the US dollar. You can buy that pair in your account. If you want to see more videos from us, you can click on the link there and also follow us on Twitter. But whatever you do, I'd encourage you to get in the course today. You can click on the courses tab at mywealth.com. Find out more about our courses. You can call us at 866-257-9677, or you can also email us at sales@mywealth.com. But whatever you do, I'd encourage you, don't wait. Get in a course. Get educated today at www.mywealth.com.
I hope you enjoyed that today. You know, I love to find big macro forces, fundamental forces that keep something intact for a while, and then look for technical entries into that pair on the charts. And right now I believe is a great time to be checking out the pound dollar. Again, if you agree with that analysis, and I'd encourage you to do your own, then I'd encourage you to open up an account, whether it's demo or live, and go ahead and get started in trading the pound dollar today and look at what it does over the coming weeks and months ahead. Be sure to check us out online at mywealth.com. You can get started in our courses. They're very inexpensive to take and offer a ton of insights. You get direct answers from us instructors to all your questions, and so I'd encourage you to do that today. Look forward to seeing you in the courses. Thanks so much for attending. Bye-bye.